King Kong ain't got shit on it.
Yeah, let's go. See, I'm working on it. I gotta give me a new catchphrase, man. I'll try to keep it simple, not try to be extra. And Drake came and ruined it, man. I'm still sick. One stupid song release with a dumb hook ruined my intro. Anywho, welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. Everybody beefing. Ain't no way to ease into this one. Everybody beefing. We seen it coming, but I'm glad I did my videos in the order that I did them in, because I wanted to at least attempt to be about the music and measuring success and failure and, the industry itself, not the stuff that comes with it, like this beef and all this other little mess. But here we are. Here I am. Here we are. Whatever. Making a video about these beefs. We ain't gonna duck it. So let's get to it. I appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break. As always, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps keep the YouTube police out of your business, out of my business, so we can smoke, drink, talk our ish, whatever it may be, up in here comfortably without them in our business. So if you can go on and handle that business for me, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna throw the ears on, get the screen shared, and we gonna get to it. Let's get to it. I knew it was gonna turn out like that. I was hoping the beef and all the extra rhetoric was gonna hold off for a little minute, but it didn't hold off. Oh, I'm already on the right screen. Here we go. I started out on this damn screen. That worked out. We got Wayno. He gonna break it down for us, and I throw my 1-2 in there throughout, and then I got something else we need to add to this. Yeah, let's go.
If this is your first time here, welcome. If you like what it is that I do, make sure that you run up them likes and hit that sub button. Today we talking about Travis Scott and the Jack Boys. They just dropped Jack Boys 2. We giving a first listen, not a review. But before I get to that, I want to talk about the conflict between Pusha T and Travis. So Pusha been on this press run, and he's been talking about Travis Scott because he alludes to him or says some things, some bars aimed at him on So Be It. Now, this is what he had to say.
He's shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris through carrying the Utopia briefcase.
Right. Yep.
Doing his whole spiel.
Mm-hmm.
He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the meltdown verse or whatever comes on.
Yeah. Scott talking about melting Pharrell's jewelry.
Yeah, and all of that.
Yeah.
That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should. It's Travis. He's harmless. I'm not into his whole makeup. I took it there into
Every time I hear him call Travis harmless, I chuckle a little bit on the inside, because I'm never gonna get tired of saying this. To be called harmless as a man is damn near castration. There's no such thing as a harmless man. That just goes against everything man. Harmless.
To come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold and then, do all that he did. Was like, man, that was corny. He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. I've definitely had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You died in front of me. You cried in front of me. Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me. I had to help you. People take that type of shit for granted. I don't take that for granted. So be it.
So he basically pointed out, right, that Travis just got shady ways with him. And Travis responded. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I'm going to commend them for even responding, because not in a million years would I think that he had the courage to say something to Pusha T. But
to add on to what he's saying, initially, I was big on, like, Travis shouldn't say nothing. Keep your mouth. Your lips need to be sealed. Stay sealed. Silent, son. Don't say nothing. But it was actually one of my homies that hit me. We was having this little conversation about it. So he checked out the video. He was like, you can't never really ask a man to not be a man, regardless if you think he got it in him or not. If he do, he do. If he don't, he don't. But you can't never have preset expectations for a man to not be a man. So in that vein, he did what a man was supposed to do. You don't get to have my name in your mouth and then I don't say nothing. So be correct. I'm correcting myself. I apologize. Somebody speak on you, you got every single right to speak back. However, I think this was a grave mistake that he just kind of walked into. I'm gonna let Wayno go through his little whatever, and then I'm gonna say what I need to say on the back end. But kudos to him for having the stones, because all of us out here is like, yo, that's Pusha. Like, you sure you don't want to just take the L and just an L that you just got? We won't. I think the general public, if he was to not say, if he didn't say nothing and just took the silent L, most of us would be like, that's Pusha. I kind of, yeah, that makes sense to me. Just take the L and walk away. But kudos to him for manning up, saying what he felt he needed to say. Let's go.
What? He responded. He said, walked in LV, 10 chains, feeling like a nigga just walked in 10 deep. Man, I swear these old niggas kill me. Know my YNs feel me. Let's stop there for a second. Let's just stop there for a second. So recently, right, there has been this YN big bro, whatever chart that people have made up. It says 15 to 25 is a YN, which is crazy. Cause 25, bro, like, all right, listen, I'm just keeping it 1,000. When I was a teenager, a 25-year-old was a grown man with responsibilities, at least to me. You know what I mean? When I was a teenager. But let's continue on. 26 through 35 is big bro. 36 through 50 is unk. And 50 through 60 plus is old head / pops. Ridiculous. When I heard that,
Hey, cause I get why he baffled by it, but we got to think about it like this. A lot of us older people had got to a point of frustration with we'll say YNs, but young people just in general. And we threw our hands up for a long time, a lot of us. And I'll include myself in that. Like, I ain't got time or the patience to deal with you. You coming off dumb as a box of rocks. I don't have to. We didn't have the patience to deal with them, and because of that, we got a generation or so that grew up without any guidance at all. So they just out here throwing stuff against the wall to see if it stick. So you got to think about it. If that's the case, a good portion of the youth coming up, their development is stunted 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years of stunted growth, because that help or guidance they would have had, they didn't get it because of our frustrations of not wanting to deal with them and what they had going on. So I get it. That sounds off, but we can't judge them based on our calibration as older people. I'm 41, so think about it. These cats don't even know what cursive writing is. You know what I'm saying? The requirements that society put on them has been reduced so much. Plus, they drive is so low. I think some of it has. Weed had a part to do with it. Weed is legal everywhere almost now, so we can kill your weed is for people who already have ambition. to keep going and doing stuff, regardless if they high or not. You can't lack ambition and smoke weed. That's a recipe for disaster in life. But overall, I think the youth was stunted growth wise, mentally, 3 to 5 years because of a lack of guidance from their elders. And that's why that scale sounds a little off, but I think it's accurate.
First thing I thought to myself is, how old is Travis Scott? Because Travis Scott at this point is like a 10-year veteran, right? Got to be like more than 10 years he been in this. You know what I mean? He been putting on, making music, whatever the case may be. Travis Scott is 34 years old. So when he says, "No, my YNs feel me, they just want the real me. Blue Bugatti, I'm dodging TMZ. Made 100 off pushing T's, now my phone on D&D." Brother, nobody was ever asking for you to talk about what you made. We know that you done made 100 million.
I don't care about the money part. We dissing. Let's go back to it. We dissing.
D&D. And TMZ. They just want the... So when he says, "No, my YNs feel me, they just want the real me. Blue Bugatti, I'm dodging TMZ. Made 100 off pushing T's, now my phone on D&D."
These different forms of pushing T and playing the word play with his name, man. It's like a layup line, bro. I don't give cats credit for being clever with Pusha T. Like, that's not a clever line. Not to me anyway. But proceed.
Brother, nobody was ever asking for you.
Nobody. I wasn't. You wasn't. I don't think Pusha had. All of them crazy die-hard Pusha fans are the only ones who were searching for any kind of Pusha project. I mean, I ain't got enough to say behind that. Like, that's what I had to say. Like, who cares about Pusha? Who cares about Travis? You see all this buzz for this Clips album? I ain't been this excited about an album in forever. I feel it got me feeling like a kid a little bit, like that feeling when you gotta sneak to the record store and try to hope the right person is on duty because they willing to sell you this album that you're supposed to show your ID for. Man, it got me feeling like that, bro. Let's go.
We know that you done made $100 million. We know that you the smartest brand savvy artist of this generation. Currently, branding, Travis Scott got that on smash. I don't think nobody can mess with him when it come to branding. But we talking about rap here, and you just opened up the door. Now you done opened up the door, but let's get back to the ageism in hip hop. 34 years old. Man, how far have we come where people think that 34 is just this young ass age? 34 is not young. Now, 34 is young if you actually, look young. 34 is not young in rap years. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a 10-year veteran. Like, let's keep it 1,000. I know when I was a kid also, let's put some context behind this. The 42-year-old man like myself, I'm 42, was looked at as Uncle Phil. You know what I'm saying? And when people hear that I'm supposed to dress,
I'm gonna go past
yes,
this because I already explained it.
It's young compared to us is old, but YNs feel me. Nigga, you the old shit is what, 47, 48, I believe? But you a old nigga too. You in that same class of being old and being elder. I know because he appeals to a certain young demographic, right? He appeals to the young people that just jump up and down and they want to rage and mosh and all that. And I respect.
You know what? We got what we needed from that. That was Wayno. I got something else. Hold on. Everybody beefing. Let's keep on the beef train. Pause. I heard that as soon as I said it. Pause. We got thought crimes. It's early. It's a little early today for thought crimes, but look, when you need it, you need it, and we need to hear what they talking about. And I got something after this too, and then we gonna wrap it up. Let's go. You know what? I know what I'm replacing. Let's go with, since Drake ruined it for me. I'm bringing back Indeed. If I hear another person consistently saying Indeed, I know they took that from me, because who say Indeed? You feel me? Indeed.
How y'all doing too, by the way? So we here, and apparently, as shouts out to Khadijah, a Patreon supporter too, by the way. Bugatti Bieber, I heard it from her. Bugatti Bieber is out here. He said he aiming his barrels at the clips.
Well, we saw that Kendrick and SZA let the vampire on stage.
Remnick.
And the vampire gained energy and came in.
I didn't even know this happened, but I went and found it. We're going to look at that next. I can't believe, look, I'm going to have to get critical. Excuse me for getting critical, because I know y'all going to jump on my back. I don't care. I'm fair.
Bit the clips.
He did. Y'all got to understand, it's like, listen, we'll just put this briefly. Up until then, Bugatti Bieber, he didn't really have nothing to trend on other than one of his eyes wouldn't open up, right? He get on stage of the most successful tour, the Grand National Tour, and all of a sudden, he got melanated blood through his blanket-colored veins.
And that's what you're going to hear on our Patreon, 30 minutes of us breaking it down, what took place, what we think took place behind the scenes. But you for the culture, niggas, you're going to have to be really for the culture and stop letting N-word crackers on the stage ciphering off your energy. Okay? I mean, when people got on Drake about it, y'all got to do better.
Bugatti.
Before we proceed, you know what? One more. Look, it's gatekeeping time. I would like to hope that the Kendrick Lamar administration believes in gatekeeping. It's that time. We need to turn some people away. Start with some people from this XXL freshman class. Start with some of these people from this freshman class. Turn them away. Start with Jello. Proceed.
Bieber.
Y'all letting you letting the ops.
Look at that. That boy, he got that clout. He said, I'm aiming my clips at the clips.
Splinter Cell agents on the stage.
He said they old bitter men.
Somebody wrote that for him, and his stupid ass put it up there along with Def Jam.
He can read, right?
I think so.
All right, does he speak French? Or is it that he can't read English? Because when you repost things like that, he can read, right?
That's why you always take a gamble with he a cool white boy people. Let them
Y'all gotta be careful.
Let them on stage, they're gonna cause a problem.
Hey man, he look like a dingy Ellen.
So y'all listen to what we have to say about it on our Patreon. It's public for everybody to watch and view. Just check it out. Let us know your comment, what you think. Also, Jim Jones is back outside. We have that on the Patreon as well. Still talking about the pro and anti-Rock Nation war and people. That's on the
I got what I needed from there. You got Bieber out here shooting lines. You got Bieber. It's Justin Bieber. We talking about Justin Bieber. Now, for those who were wondering, that was Thought Crimes. All this will be linked in the description. For those who need to know what we talking about, this is what we talking about. Why in the hell? Why in the hell? See if I can make that bigger for y'all. Hold on. There you go. Make that make sense. Make this make sense. Why is that young man up there? A perfect tour. This is a blemish to me. Because a big part of the tour was about, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like our tour. Like properly aligned, properly performed, black performers. Like, put this dude up here. He looked like he space ghost. He looked like his mind might be a little dusty. His mind might be a little well, his nose might be a little dusty. His mind might be a little cloudy. Whatever. Pick one. Bro, I didn't even know this happened. I didn't know this happened until now. But let's talk about these disses for a minute. I got a little bit left to smoke. You know what I'm saying? We under our 30-minute mark. Let's talk about this. Now that Travis, let's start with Travis. Now that Travis has shot back, do y'all think Pusha gonna resist that and continue moving forward as planned? I watched the interview where he made it clear, like, this album ain't about beef. It's about showing that you don't age out. You know what I'm saying? You can still make quality music if you care about it being quality. You know what I'm saying? But he also made it clear that he ain't ducking no smoke. This could be, if y'all willing to follow me, let's put our nigga antennas on. Y'all ready? Put the nigga antennas on. We ain't did it in a while. Let's put our antennas on. Let's go with it. This is just my opinion. Does this not feel a little bit like a hip hop purge? It's time to rid hip hop of the evils or the unnecessary warts, like Pusha getting rid of Travis, or Kendrick getting rid of Drake, or so forth and so on. I mean, I'm hypothesizing here, but this year could be spent seeing who stays and who goes. Maybe this won't be the year of a whole bunch of hot music. Maybe this year is going to be spent putting people in their proper place, so that next year we end up with this spoils of riches of music that we all can consume and enjoy without worrying about who dissing who, or any subliminals, or read between the lines. If change doesn't happen overnight, when does the change happen? Over time, right? Could the time be now? I'm asking a legit question. Could the time be now to purge out what should not have been here in the first place? I believe that if hip hop was on this business like it was supposed to day one, when Drake came along, we would have caught him and bounced his copycat ass up out of here before he even really got going. But what no gatekeepers. Everybody was getting along. We all friends. We all getting money together. We family. Seems like a lot of that's starting to get undone on purpose. All that buddy stuff maybe was bad for hip hop. It's not possible for people, this many people, to just a whole industry of people to get along. For years, no, it was what can you do for me? And you seen all these people make all these fake friends that were not friends. These are business associates. These are business partners. They're not friends. And you're seeing a whole grown man throw a temper tantrum over the confusion of what a true friend was. He didn't know. He should have, though. He should have, though. I think I got one. Do I got anything else? I'm almost done smoking, but I wanna make sure I finish smoking with y'all, bro. Last couple of times I barely make it through half before I'm trying to see if I can pull this up real quick and we can check it out before we call it a show. Okay, we're gonna look at this one last thing real quick. I'm pretty sure y'all all know by now, but let's look at this. What is this? Now, it was smart that he picked SGA. Why? Because that man's from Canada. He ain't trusting not near another American. He not trusting near another American. Y'all cooked. I don't know why Kevin Durant keep gobbling down Drake like he do. But whatever. He looks stupid doing it. But now this is the second man he done put on his body. He done had 2 men on his body. 2 men on his body. Make that make sense. I just wanted to show y'all that. Like I said, I'm pretty sure y'all had already seen it, but this is some crazy work. This is some crazy work. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. So I want to make sure y'all saw that. Y'all ready for the beefs? Because they sure enough coming. But like I said, I'm not surprised. He said something back after my homie came at me and told me, like, yeah, you can't expect no man not to be a man. But this is about to get ugly. If Pusha responds, he not taking, it's not about, I don't think Pusha is gonna give you a pat on the hand. You got your warning fire, and so be it. And then you shot back. Okay, now what's up? And if he decides to take that approach, you better enjoy Travis Scott while you got me. Push about to take him out the game. And it make me wonder, if this happens, does Drake get busy? Cause it could play out to where Drake jump in on some unfinished business type, and then you know who coming after that. So this could be that one little feather. It's a good sized feather, but it could be that feather that we were talking about a month and a half ago that gets everything popping back off. And I'm here for it. We're gonna see. But I'm Oops Great. This is Kush Equilibrium. I appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this little hip hop thing. Like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. Help me keep the YouTube police about our business, man. Because, you know, boy, YouTube channels are going through it. So I make sure I say my little 1-2 with y'all a couple times. Y'all been looking out this week for sure. The numbers don't lie. Y'all been doing y'all thing. I appreciate y'all, but I'm gonna go get up out of here, man. Get this chopped up so I can get to the next one.